Hi, welcome back to DentChem. Here's a simple trick on how to name every single ether that you come across, which might not be all the time ethers we don't see as much as our other low priority groups like our halogens and nitro groups. But just in case it shows up on a standardized test or one of your exams, here's a good example that'll explain on how to name all the ethers that you'll run into. My piece of advice, treat all ethers as substituents. I'll show you here. Identify longest carbon chain. That is not going to change. We're going to continue with that. Good news. So longest carbon chain, let me choose pink. Longest carbon chain here without interruption. How many carbons can I get in a row? Right along here. How many carbons are included in that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our root should be hexane. Nothing has changed. There we go. There's our root. Now I'm going to treat my entire ether as a substituent. And I'm going to circle it right here. Ethers, as we know, should be an oxygen atom bonded to one carbon. That should be our chain, like our hexane. And then the other R group, the other carbon chain, can be, probably up to, in this case, 6 carbons long. So it can vary in length. So how do we know what kind of ether we're really dealing with here? We name ethers, if you read organic chemistry, which I advise you don't do. I advise that you watch organic chemistry and you practice organic chemistry. They'll talk about naming ethers with alkoxy groups. That alk part is dependent on how many carbons you have. How long is your alkane? Alk, that's where they're getting it from. So you can either have a methoxy group with 1 carbon, an ethoxy group with 2 carbons after the oxygen, propoxy, 3 carbons, butoxy, 4, and so on. So in this case, I have 1 carbon on that ether substituent that I circled. We're treating ethers as substituents. I've circled the smaller chain. It has 1 carbon on it. We would call that a methoxy group. So that is my substituent, methoxy, because there's 1 carbon. If I were to have another carbon here, that would become an ethoxy group. All right? Stick with that when naming ethers. All of this will stay consistent. And lastly, I should make sure I number these to get my substituent in lowest order. So let me do that real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to number right to left. That way my methoxy group is in the lowest position possible. Let's go ahead and name it. Remember, number first, 3, and we said this was a methoxy group because there was 1 carbon up here. 3 methoxy hexane. There you go. That's how you name ethers. Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate you. Keep DentChem free and Ochem easy. See you soon.